Hi, me again. Sorry, just checked that last post and yeah, I don't know quite what's going on with my laptop or YouTube, but only half the things are getting recorded, which might not be a bad thing at times. Yep, so all numbers and messages have been deleted. Um, Nobody is going to ever give me his number now. Not that I'm going to use it because he has asked me politely if I cared for him at all to please now leave him alone. And I do care, so alright, I will leave him alone. I obviously don't want to because I don't want to lose that form of contact at all, but I know that it doesn't help me and it doesn't help him, and it always goes back to getting quite ratty and awful between us if we do communicate at the moment, especially by text and things. So, yep, no form of communication now whatsoever. Um, um, yeah, um, so everybody's right. I've got to move on. I know I've got to move on. He's telling everybody I've got to move on. He's moved on. He's moving on. Um, Big changes ahead for me in the new year. Wheels in motion. Um, just sorting out practicalities now. Shouldn't take that long to do. Um, and I've got to do something with myself. I've got to get back out in the world and be where I want to be and live a little bit now, which my wonderful friends and family are going to support me on and help me with. Um, Big changes, I think. Big changes not only within me personally, but logistically, daily routine, life changes. Everything's got to change, and things are going to be very, very different. And in one respect, I'm feeling very positive about that, and I'm actually looking forward to it. And I've got through all this hurt and upset, there is a little feeling of excitement about changes that are going to happen, because I've been just stuck in a rut for the last 4 months over this, wallowing because I can, not having any real reason to dig myself out of the hole. Um, and I could stay in this hole. I could quite easily stay in this hole. Path of least resistance and all that. But it's no good, and so putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm doing stuff about it now. And big changes afoot. Um, and I am excited about that. I am, because it will be all new and all fresh, and the fresh start I need. I can't just stay here like I am. Um, I think now has come the time to stop harping on about things and trying to, even though this is my diary, I just feel that I'm telling myself backwards again everything I already know, and I know the truth, and I know I didn't cheat, and I know half of what he truly believes isn't genuine or true, but I can't make him see otherwise. So it's time to stop trying, stop going on about it, and start doing other stuff. That doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to be reflective and learn from this and be a bit maudlin, melancholy and upset and good days and bad days, because there will be, obviously there will be, because now without going through issues and whys and wherefores, I'm still going to feel now that for the first time in months the relationship is truly over, because there is silence now. And although people might have said, well, you did break up ages ago, there's been this link and this contact, and yeah, all right, probably mainly more from my behalf than his. And I will be strong now, and I will also be lynched if I contact him. I will be strung up. I really will. God. Although to be fair, the last ports of contact were only me replying to him. But time to move on, and I'm going to be strong and positive, and even though everybody else is telling me I have got to turn this around a little bit for my own good, and it may seem self-serving and very pumping up yourself, but I'm not all bad, and I'm not a cheat, and I was cheated on by somebody I loved very dearly many years ago, and I know how that feels, and I know I would never do that, and so I know it all. My friends and family and those in my life know it all, and those who aren't in my life can think what the bloody hell they like. It's not the way I want things, but if I can't change it, I have got to accept it and say, okay, no bravado, well, bollocks to you all. I don't mean it like that. I just mean the fact that if I can't change, if I can't make you see or real or listen and whatever, then what can I do? So, okay, you don't believe me. Finally, I just have to have the shrug of the shoulders and go, well, there's nothing more I can do about that. It's a real shame, and I'm sorry you feel like that. End of. So, got to be positive. Like Sonny always told me, think more positive about yourself, positive mental attitude, be a bit more confident, get yourself back, be a bit way, bit woo. I'm a smart mouth. I've got a smart mouth. I do admit. I'm quite sarcastic and I'm quite droll at times, and yeah, it gets me into trouble, I must admit. But to a certain degree, I am quite smart-mouthed, and I can come up with a very smart aleck reply to things. Doesn't necessarily mean it's meant, but it's just my personality, and I am funny and I am witty at times, and I am good fun to be around and up for a laugh. And not that you've seen me having much fun or laughter lately, but I want to change all that. I do want to now start going out and about more. And yeah, I do. And I have been, somewhat of a hermit of late. And it's driving me mad. It's driving me mad. So yeah, more positive. I am not evil. I am, or I have got my good qualities. I'm not perfect. Um, Contrary to belief, there is not a queue of eligible, gorgeous men, or any men, lining up on my door to either one, date me, two, take me to bed, three, be remotely interested in me, because bear in mind I was the size of a small country for quite some time. I look like this. Um, it's, I'm very well aware of my limitations in life regarding the male species, and they are not banging down my door going, hey, gorgeous chick, come and be seen with me. Oh, yes, please. That's what makes me laugh more than anything. Yeah, that is really what makes me laugh. I don't know quite where he thinks all these so-called men who want me are, but Oh, okay. But I can pass for fairly decent with my snap-on. I have lost the weight. And I'm not all bad. And well, however long it takes, there will be somebody else in my life later on. That's, you know, the way the world goes round. It will be a different type of love. It will be a different kind of person, and the same for him. You know, he'll meet somebody, and life. Yeah, it's ridiculous to think anybody's going to be on their own for the rest of their life, because that's just not the way it works. And I'm not saying I'm looking for it, but I'm not. I'm going to get on and just see what life brings me, because I'm not all bad, and I do have a lot of love to give, and I've made mistakes, and alright, yes, I've blown it and I've cocked it up with BB, and I don't mean that so nonchalantly as it sounds, but I mean it in the fact of acceptance. I have blown it. So if I've blown it, the quicker I learn from it and I move on, the better for me. And it's going to be easier said than done. I'm aware of this, I know this, but I am going to be a bit more positive now. Something inside me has shifted since Christmas Day, because I had harboured so much hope. I'm not going to lie, I have harboured hope. He was here in the bay, and I just kind of thought, you know, maybe he'd have a wobble, maybe we'd talk. I don't know. I had lived in hope, but I honestly can genuinely say that there is no hope. He's been nicely blunt with me, and the way he said it and the way he put it and his wording really did sink in, and I do appreciate that, because there was closure, there was a finality to it all, there was an ending, and yeah, it's hit home. It has hit home. I am incredibly pissed off about the bloody presents, if I'm honest with you, because I did want him to have them. It was the last thing I wanted, the token of my love. It was the last thing. It wasn't trying to be for any purpose, but I wish he'd have accepted them. So that has smarted a lot more than anything else. But I'll have them back and do whatever. Send them back. Pay a bill. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I will be okay. Gonna be positive. Things are going to change from here on in, and I will continue my journey. So now I'm running very late and have to move my bottom. My bottom that's rather smaller in size. Okay, darlings, thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.